Friends, hello everyone. You can see and hear me. It means you are on the Ivlev Chef channel. And as always, the chef wants to show you an interesting, quick, and most importantly, delicious recipe. I read, and I will keep reading, thank goodness, regardless of the fact that the primer in the first grade was tough. Breathe out, beaver. I can still read. And you often write to me, chef, give me the dressing for Caesar, chef. Show your Caesar, chef. Why don't tomatoes go in Caesar, chef? Caesar, Caesar, Caesar. Caesar from the race of lords. Reading these comments, I almost turned into Caesar myself. We are breaking all stereotypes. Of course, I will gladly make Caesar salad for you today. There are a few important points. The first is the Caesar dressing, which will consist of very simple ingredients. And as I have been broadcasting for more than a year, the mayo will be store-bought. And it's all because you want it. You want to spend less money, you want to spend less time, you want maximum flavor, you want it to be hassle-free, and today we will do everything. I will make it with shrimp. Well, you understand why? No, I'm not henpecked. It's just that my wife doesn't eat meat, and chicken as well. But honestly, I'm tired of chicken. Just like pork, beef, and many other things. If you want to be on trend, of course, you need to like it. For the like to work, you need to subscribe. Everything is interconnected. I provide you with interesting recipes and a good mood. Subscribe and just like it. That's all. We need to prepare the shrimp. Many people start frying the shrimp. Frying, as always, there's some fuss, you know, like we're going crazy. No, I don't want to fry them. I actually love to cook shrimp in a Pan-Asian style. What does Pan-Asian style mean? First, we blanch them, pour boiling water over them, or whatever you want to call it. The shrimp becomes much juicier, tastier, and doesn't dry out. Here, I have cleaned the shrimp. I removed all the waste, cut the shrimp lengthwise, you see, into such pieces. I took classic shrimp 1620, tiger shrimp. The water has boiled, the water is unsalted, just plain water. As we sometimes call it, this is plain broth. The shrimp will stay in boiling water for 2 minutes. That will be enough. I've already talked about this protein more than once. I told you that this way it is much easier to prepare shrimp for any dish, and they will last longer for you. That is, if you do not, for example, the shrimp. They will last in the refrigerator for 2 days, and then accordingly they will start to smell and flies will start to fly around. Such shrimp in a good container can easily last a week. If you also drizzle with olive oil, it will be absolutely fantastic. Look at the amount of protein on top. I drain it in a sieve and cool it immediately. That's it. The shrimp are ready. If you want, you can fry them or you can eat them like this. Fry for 1 minute. You just give it some color and you have juicy, crispy shrimp. It has completely cooled down. A gorgeous shrimp, crispy, bright, and perfectly tender. Now it begins. We start making the dressing. People go crazy for this dressing. Calm music. People are engaged in culinary disputes, doing all sorts of things, but very few know how to make a good and, most importantly, tasty one. My dressing has been professionally tested over 25 years of experience. My dressing is one of the tastiest. I take a clove of garlic. Nothing can replace it at all. I encounter in the show knife, how I roll, how clueless some of my colleagues are who for some reason use lightly salted salmon, herring, and I've even seen sprats somewhere. Instead of anchovies, listen, anchovies are not a valuable fur. They do look somewhat similar to our sprat, but have a more unpleasant smell. Spaniards love them, Italians love them. I can't eat anchovies, way they do, and the French love them too. This is a famous French onion pie. Damn. But for the dressing, yes, there should be anchovy. It gives the dressing very good piquant component. This is the mayonnaise that I am using right now. It has a high yolk content. Add soy sauce and Parmesan. The dressing will turn out very thick. And in order for it not to be thick, to be as it is, I add my secret to my victories. This is milk or cold water. In this case, I will use milk. You don't need to add cream. Cream is still, 33% fat, while this is, accordingly, 3.5%. You can also use milk with an even lower fat percentage. If there are any issues, you can add cold water. I close it and a simple miracle occurs. It's important in this dressing that the garlic is completely minced, so it isn't in chunks, just like the Parmesan cheese, and all the liquid components form a thick mass called Caesar salad dressing. This is called old. The devil is not as terrible as he is painted. Often, of course, you need to take romaine lettuce leaves. Here I have mini romaine. Not all regions of Russia prepare this salad, starting from Chinese cabbage to lettuce iceberg. Whatever else replaces romaine. If you are going to replace romaine lettuce, then it should definitely be with iceberg. It is crunchier, sweeter, and lighter. Lettuce and many other salads are still quite limp and weak. In restaurants, the core is usually always removed. In inexpensive restaurants, it is not removed. The leaves should not be small, of course, so that they are easy to fit in the mouth. Well, something like that. I told you to watch the recipe until the end. I recommended it to understand what the essence of the salad is. We love Caesar salad because on these crispy lettuce leaves there are always small drops of sauce, juice, chicken or shrimp, and of course bread. These croutons. Without them, this salad is not appreciated. In all my professional experience, I have never seen anyone come and say, "Can I have Caesar without the dressing, bread, or without anchovies?" I encounter situations where people ask for a salad to be dressed without this or that. When they ask for Olivier without meat or sausage, the sausage crumbles into small, savory pieces, releasing a delightful aroma that fills the air. And then a crunchy piece of crouton, perfectly toasted and seasoned, sticks to each fresh, crisp leaf of lettuce, creating a harmonious blend of textures and flavors. At home, I approach this dish in a completely different manner, taking my time to ensure each ingredient is prepared with care and precision. Now I will guide you through my unique process step by step so you can recreate this delicious experience in your own kitchen. Well, for now, as always, for all those who care to leave comments, knowing that the chef always pays attention to them and that by leaving comments you might also win a prize from the chef. I declare to you, my friends, a manifesto. The essence of the manifesto is very simple. Send photos or perhaps stories of unusual Caesar salads that you have encountered. It doesn't matter where. Those who surprise me will receive this card of mine along with a partnership with Ivlia in Chef Bivaj Home Kitchen. This is the friend card, which gives a 20% discount on the entire range in my stores. Just in case, there are already 5 of them. One is located in Yekaterinburg and 4 are in Moscow. So guys, go for it. You just need to remember a greedy story. Recall in which cafe you encountered the most dubious Caesar salad with sardines or cooperative rat tails. For now, I don't want you to send me the most divine, the best one. Will be next time. At home, I love to make croutons like this. I take pieces like these. I want to use this crouton later in a classic style as bread. Sauce, guys, the whole essence of Caesar is, of course, in the dressing. Fresh thyme, crushed garlic cloves. So what? Let's go to the stove. I took a wok pan and pour in enough oil to completely cover the bottom of the pan. Crushed garlic on the freshest bread. Also fresh thyme. That's good. Those who are subscribed to the chef know that garlic must not burn under any circumstances. If it burns, the oil will be bitter and the aroma will be terrible. So, it's important to get it right here. We flavor the olive oil with garlic, and only when the bright smell of garlic comes out, that means it's enough. We add the croutons along with thyme, like this. While frying, we dry out, let's say, the bread. But it won't become classic hard croutons. They will be like a pastry, brutto nabona. We once made it from meringue, so the outside will be dry, while the inside will, of course, be very soft, which will later be very good for wiping sauces off the plate. Revzi, you can even use these, not as an advertisement. Buy classic croutons for my daughter. Yes, it says for Caesar and for soup. That's good, too. We simply don't eat white bread, so we have to buy these croutons. It's such a torn piece, dried literally for 3-4 minutes. The pan is dry. Why is that? The croutons have absorbed it, and the croutons, of course, will now be nicely juicy. Let's go to the table. We start gathering our treasures. We don't salt or pepper, and most importantly, no cherry tomatoes. I don't understand which idiot taught many of you to add cherry tomatoes to Caesar salad. Why? For 8 years, I've been traveling around the country with the program On Knives. 8 years, I've been encountering this culinary crime. And not a single chef can properly explain to me why he adds cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes, when in season, are somewhat sweet, thin-skinned. In the off-season, in winter, this nonsense, I don't understand why you add it and thus increase the cost of this dish. And most importantly, it gives a sour taste with bad flavor, while this is purely about savory tastes. That's it, guys. Calm down. The chef allows you not to add it. Now I take the shrimp, 2 spoons, I take the dressing and mix the salad from the bottom up. Nothing else is needed. Now we take it and start plating it. Oops, cucaracha and cucaracha. So here, I'll just place these bombastic crunchies. They're dry on the outside, but soft on the inside. And this will give us the opportunity to simply coat everything like this later. And the final touch, if you want your Caesar to be simply magnificent, finely grated Parmesan cheese. That's it. It will take you literally 10, 11, 12, maybe 15 minutes at most to prepare the king salad. But not sauce, but Caesar. If Caesar is not on the menu, then the establishment is not commercially successful. If you can't make Caesar, it means you can't make anything. You have a chef. My friends, the most unreal, the most delicious Caesar, and most importantly, the best dressing. Do you disagree? Believe it. Cook it, and then write to me in the comments. Is it delicious? No, it's very delicious. Everyone who is subscribed to the chef gets it for free. The most delicious Caesar salad, and most importantly, the dressing. It's your startup for your business. You're welcome. See you soon. Bye-bye.